Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Meenakshi, and if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel to get more of these videos. And without further ado, let's get into the video to create this look. We'll start off with a concealer. We do not want to, start off with a foundation because for this look we'll apply very less products. So I'll be applying the concealer first so that we know where all the concealer is already done and we won't be caking it up much with a layer of foundation again. We'll just be applying a thin layer of concealer and concealing the eyes, under eyes, any little bit of darkening or any spots, but we wouldn't be completely covering it because in this look we are not trying to give it 100% full coverage, but it is going to be a medium coverage look in which you can actually wear it to your when you're going out with your friends or to your college parties or something very light, not something which we use a very heavy makeup products or anything. Now we will be packing our eyes with a little bit of loose powder. I'm using Maybelline Fit Me Finishing Loose Powder in the shade 15, and I'll be applying it above and below my eyes so that there are no crease lines in which the concealer is set. I'll be setting my eyebrows, and then with the remaining powder I'll be putting them in other areas where I've applied the concealer. Next step, I'll be using one pump of foundation. I'm using Fit Me Matte+Poreless foundation in the shade 115. Originally my shade is warm nude, but I got this one by mistake and it works well for me. In this, I am mixing up a one pump of Swiss Beauty Real Makeup Based Highlighting Primer. I'm not using a primer as a first layer and then having a foundation as a second layer. I just wanted to make it one layer, one thin layer, so I've mixed them both. Now I'm evenly spreading it all over my face, including my neck, so that there is an even spread of the foundation all over my face and there is no caking, and it's just a thin layer of everywhere where it's required. I'll be evenly now spreading it across my face without actually taking it where my concealer was originally, so that there is no two layer of foundation on any part of my face. Instead of a brush, you can also use a beauty blender or a makeup sponge. I just wanted a little bit more coverage because the foundation in itself is a medium coverage and I'm applying it in one layer. So I wanted the maximum coverage possible in this one layer itself. That's why I'm using a flat shader foundation brush. But you can also go for a beauty blender. It works well as well. You can see now there's a beautiful shine on my face, even, and it's not even too much, it's not too white, it's a beautiful shade for my skin. For the next step, we'll be doing our eyebrows. It's a very simple trick that I do. I simply take all the hair of my eyebrows downwards using a spoolie and then make a shape out of my remaining hair at the top, because they'll be like my topmost layer. Then I'll be pushing my hair backwards to the top, and wherever there's a sparse area I just fill in. I'll do the same process again with my left eye. I'll just take them down first, make a shape upwards, and then take my hair again upwards, fill the sparse areas, and I'll do the same thing again. Now it's done. For the next step, I'll be using a Makeup Revolution Deadly palette. It's a Flawless Deadly Desire palette. It's a beautiful palette. I'll be using the first transition shade called Entice. It's a very light, very light orangish shade, and I'll be doing the same thing on the second eye, on my other eye. I like to do both my eyes together so that there's no extra pigment on either of the eye, and I know how many times I've taken the product for my one eye and I can remember it for the second eye, rather than doing the same thing after doing entire eye makeup. For the second shade, I'll be using Desire. It's a beautiful pink shade and it isn't a lot of, it's not very heavy color, it's not very dark color, it's a very medium, very beautiful pink color, as the name suggests, Desire. And I'm trying to get a mix of orangish and a pink shade here. It'll be a beautiful peachy shade of eye makeup that you'll be getting after mixing both these color, Entice plus Desire. I'll be doing the same thing with the same two products in my second eye, and then you'll see the magic. You can use any fluffy brush for the eye makeup, and a few strokes from the brush and they'll do the magic. You can already see the pigment. This palette is extremely pigmented. Even the transition shades are beautifully pigmented, and you do not have to apply any makeup fixer on your brush in order to get more pigment or let them to stay. Now I'll be using a little bit of shimmer. I'm using the shade Lust. It is a pinkish glittery shade that we have. I'm using my finger because it gives the maximum glittery coverage. Rather than using any brush, I love to use my finger for it. And I'll do the same for both the eyes. I'm not doing any very different eye makeup, so I'll be just applying it evenly on my eyelid. And you can see a beautiful shimmer, a very subtly beautiful shimmer on your eyes with this. You can have a closer look now. Now for the next step, I'll be taking a angled eyeshadow brush, and I'll be taking my first shade Entice, and I'll put it down on my lower lash line, just right below it. And I'll do the same for my left eye as well. You can see I'm taking a very fine stroke near my lash line, and yeah, I'm making that right just below my eyelashes. Next step, I'll be taking the next color, which is Desire, and I'll fill up the entire space like that. I'm not trying to make a wing, but I'm trying to give it a shape. Then I'll be taking a little bit of shimmer and put it right in the center of my eye, not in half of the eye. If you saw, I took the colors and I did not put it in the entire eye in the lower lash line, just half of it. But the glitter will go only in the center. Now comes the mascara. Here I am using my favorite mascara, which is Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara by L'Oreal. It's amazing. It gives amazing volume, and even the lift is beautiful. Just one issue I have with this mascara is it is very difficult to come off. So if you're okay to let it be for a day, then it's fine, but otherwise this is a magical mascara. You can get amazing eyelashes with this, and people won't even know that whether or not you're wearing lashes. I like to apply 2 coats of mascaras so that there's a good lift, and I can never get enough of mascaras, but yeah, 2 coats are pretty much enough for your upper and lower lashes, and you are good to go. Look at this volume in my lashes. Then I'll be using my favorite Sugar palette, Contour de Force palette. It is a beautiful palette in 01 Subtle Summit. It has all 3 magical things: a highlighter, a blush, and a contour. I'm taking the blush with my blush brush and I'm putting it on my both sides. It is just very subtle, so you need to take it 2-3 times. It's very simple because with the creme blushes the pigment is more, but it is difficult to manage as well. But with the powder blushes, it's very simple. This palette is highly beginner friendly, so if you want to grab one, it's the time. Next, I'll be doing a little bit of highlighter. Just highlighting the high points on my cheekbones and giving it a nice little finish. It shouldn't look like that I have applied too much of highlighter, which is why this subtle 01 Subtle Summit palette is amazing. You won't find very heavy glitter particles, glitter chunks, and it'll give you that nice little peachy glowy finish in your look. I'm applying a little bit on my nose as well. If I want a little more coverage, I use my fingers, but since I want a very medium and a subtle coverage, I am using the brush itself, and I'm highlighting a little bit on my forehead as well as on my chin. Now for my final touch, I usually do this. I take both the products, blush and a highlighter, in one go, and I apply it on my face. and it gives me a seamless finish of blush and highlighter together, and it highlights the perfect areas. Now to finish up my look, I'll be using this Smashbox lipstick. It is one of my favorite shades. It's called Driver's Seat, and it gives you such a pretty, such pretty look when you want a peachy look. And it's not pure play pink, so if you are looking for a pink shade, then I don't recommend this. But if you are looking a beautiful peachy shade, I think it suits every skin tone and it's beautiful. You can see that there's a little bit of matching as well with your eyeshadow and your lip color, and it's beautiful. Now here's your final look, and I think it's a beautiful look that you can create with very simple products and very simple steps. If you like the look, please do like this video, share it with your friends and family. And now the final step will be a makeup fixer, so that you can have this look for the entire day. Just use a little bit of makeup fixer and you are good to go with this dewy, beautiful, peachy look. Bye bye.